I don't like
not
that.
public.
You can ask the mayor, he loves the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just ask the mayor.
Listen to it. You know, I mean, you
I
can
don't
feel it.
think, you don't.
At least I
pray
at
a
least
lot,
I
but
do, 'cause I'm like, I'm music oriented
privately.
So.
Yeah, okay.
And that's what I said.
If there's a-
Oh, okay.
Tom,
I'm not resigned.
Mayor,
You ever listen to Hozier? Take me to church. Good deal. He's Irish.
one question.
First time I heard him, I thought he was like
You do the invocation tonight?
brother. And I looked him up. And he was
Thank you.
in the Irish name.
Yes, that's important. We have to put him back there.
here.
That's good.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Mike's sick? No, he's in Indiana with his grandbabies.
Oh, did Mike have a new grandbaby?
No, not a new one,
No,
but,
not a new one.
his son-in-law was out of town training or something. and
Oh,
so
okay.
He's on grandpa duty.
I gotcha.
He left right after church yesterday.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
At least they're close enough he can do that.
What's that?
At least they're close ugh he can go do that.
Yeah, like it's just 4 hours.
Before they were in Missouri.
And,
right?
Skip's
No,
got one
they've always
tonight.
been in,
Skip?
Erica,
Was in-
Lisa's daughter was in Texas.
Okay, I knew it was down south somewhere,
Yeah,
but I couldn't
yeah.
remember exactly where.
Who else is on the legislative committee?
No, but I want my son to buy it. I told my
I'm
son.
glad she's
She's got it right there.
It's nice.
And
He don't want to spend that much. He's tight. I don't even know. I mean, we haven't even sent it through the shop or anything, although it doesn't need anything, really.
Do city employees in Townsville have to get a discount?
All right. You ready? You tell me. when
It
you're
doesn't
ready.
hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to ask.
It depends
I mean,
which
you know.
employees are we talking about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's ordering it.
You good? Okay. Cambridge City Council now be in session. Please rise for the invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Dear Lord, be with us tonight as we pass motions that affect our everyday walk of life. Be with our people wherever there may be. As we gather here tonight and think about some of the hardships that hit some of our families in our neighborhoods, we want to make sure that we're with them and support as they move forward in their difficult time. At the same time, may you bless us with the options of finding ways to be creative and grow our community in a good and solid way that lasts for many generations and helps our families. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Okay. Roll call, please.
Conaway.
Here.
Evancho.
Here.
Loffman.
Here.
McMillan.
Here.
Mauer.
Here.
Wolverton.
Here.
Zaleski.
Ms. McMillan?
Motion to excuse Councilman
Hoffman?
Zaleski.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. All right. Reading of the minutes. Johnny,
Do we have to vote on the councilman?
you have to vote on that?
On the
Oh,
motion to
jeez,
excuse.
I missed that one, didn't I? How
You're
come I
good.
don't have it on my note?
All those in favor?
All right. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, we're moving on. Now,
Now reading.
reading of the minutes. Johnny,
I make a motion, we dispense reading minutes, place on file.
Steve,
Second the motion.
all right. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Okay. All right, mayor's report.
Good afternoon, council. I don't have a lot of things today, but we do have a few, and we got a lot of things going on everywhere. But on your list in front of you, number one is authorization to submit updated CRA map to ODOD. I'm not even gonna try to tell you what that is.
Ohio Department of Development.
I knew it. B, authorization to submit CDBG flex grant for a gazebo at the Turner Trailhead.
Okay.
And two, request utilities director to approve fire flow testing ordinance.
Okay. Item one, A and B will be referred to finance, and item two will be referred to
Legislative.
legislative, right?
I just have a couple of things, Council President, just no particular order. Off-season work at the park has really been progressing. I don't know if anybody's been out in that area, but Marty and the guys behind the doors are tearing panels off picnic tables and fixing stuff, and I mean, it's organized. And that fence coming down around that basketball court, that thing was looking pretty haggard, so that's gonna be a really beautiful thing. And that's ongoing, and they're making no small work of it real quick. And then, of course, around the cemetery and different things, are getting equipment ready, and a lot of tree work going on around and moving stuff out. And we still are letting citizens go into the city compost area and dump some trees and stuff. Just call ahead and check in with the street department. I think I've already did a push on this once, but I'm gonna do another one. The Guernsey News is working hard to get out there, and the telephone number is 740-732-2341. And within the sound of my voice, truthfully, I mean, give them your support. It's $55 for a year. And if you get that thing and pick up 2 things you didn't know, you're gonna be better off than you was. And you're gonna get more than that. It's just nice. And again, I want to thank the radio station for always being here, never wavering. Bill's sort of my right arm, so I'm not even gonna look over there, 'cause he's writing her down. But we just need to have consistency out there on both sides of the aisle, and we just haven't for a long, long time. And they've carried the majority of it. So I want to say thank you to all you guys there. And then this, we've lost a bunch of people in our community. I try to get away from talking about this, but we've been hit again, and the order's here, but the Dawn Bishop family last week or so, and for 10 or 12 years, he took care of these flowers out front here, and he set the standard by light years, and we still follow that to this day. Our fire chief, Pete Deeks, has passed. That's still pretty soon and stuff, but that family's awesome, and we were really sad about that. And then Jamie Price, just a good young Bobcat all the way. I guess I can still see him out there on that wrestling match. And just a lot of good memories and a lot of good people. We just want to be aware, and there's more out there, but those 3 just kind of somehow jump off the page. So that's all I had tonight, Council.
Any questions for the mayor? Thank you, Mayor.
I think there's a couple other things, but Sharon's helped me out on that.
All right, we don't have anything from the city attorney tonight, and we'll move on to communications.
Yes, I have 2 requests actually from the folks that are working on the Midtown Market. And the first one is they are asking permission for a Trex liquor permit transfer for their new business, the Thirsty Turtle LLC, which is part of the new development at Midtown Market at 1023 Wheeling Avenue.
I can make a motion to send that to legislative committee.
So moved.
Second, Brian?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side. Ayes carry.
And the second request is they are asking for an alley vacation.
Okay. So we'll probably send that to legislative.
No, that actually goes to city
City
services.
services, okay. I'll make a motion on Steve, second by Johnny. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, ayes have it.
And I have a
Motion is
request from our city auditor, just asking to make various transfers. We receive, every year in January, we receive our renewal invoice for our fleet and building insurance.
Okay.
And he's trying to make sure that all line items are adequately paying what they need to pay. And so he just needs to make some adjustments.
Okay,
So
so
he'll
we'll-
further explain that next week.
All right, Tim,
I'll make a motion to refer to Finance Committee.
second, Brian.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, ayes carry. All right.
And I have the monthly report from January from municipal court, as well as the auditor and the treasurer.
Motion to accept and place on file.
Steve,
Second.
second. All right.
You just need to vote on that.
Okay, and let's do a vote. Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, same side, ayes carry. Okay, so we have reports and committees.
Report of City Services Committee, January the 21st. We recommend that council authorizes Grace Pantry to conduct Fill the Boot on May the 16th.
Any questions on that report?
Report of Finance Committee, February the 3rd. We recommend that council authorizes the administration to enter into collective bargaining agreement with AFSME Local 2316.
Okay, any questions on that report?
Report of Finance Committee, February the 3rd. We recommend that council authorizes the administration to advertise for bids and award the North Fifth Street Culvert Project.
All right, any questions?
Report of Finance Committee, February the 3rd. We recommend that council authorizes the administration to advertise for bids and award the lead service line replacement project.
Any questions on that?
Report of Finance Committee, February the 3rd. We recommend that council authorizes the administration to apply for Community Development Block Grant Flex Funds for park bathroom.
Any questions on that report?
Report of Finance Committee, February the 3rd. We recommend that council approves the following appropriation, $3,510.14 to Police K-9.
Any questions on that report?
Report of Finance Committee, February the 3rd. We recommend that council approves the 2025 non-union salary ordinance.
Okay, any questions on that report?
Report of Committee as a whole, February the 3rd. We recommend that council approve a rezone of the property located at 2088 North Avenue from SF2 to Community Industrial.
Okay, any questions on that report? No? All right, moving along then, we will go to unfinished business. And hearing none on that, we will go ahead and move to the audience portion. Anybody in the audience would like to come forward, please come up, state your name, your address, and your business, and we'll give you 5 minutes and longer than that if we deem necessary. All right.
So most of you probably already know me, but I'm Carrie with Cambridge Main Street. I've been the director there for a little over a year now. So if I haven't introduced myself to you, I am sorry. I need to do a little bit better at getting out and about. Just wanted to give you a bit of a quick update. First, I do want to tell all of the city, the street, everybody on the city departments that I cannot thank you enough for all of your support. I mean, anytime I've needed anything, I've been able to make the call and get a hold of somebody, and it gets done. Even I think last week I asked for a banner that's been hanging incorrectly, taken down, and it was down that the same day. So I appreciate that. We have a lot of things going on. I've been making some changes, most of them good, I hope. Most of them are actually more of just kind of reverting to some of the things we've had before. Some of our boards and committees were kind of falling short, but we've got almost all of them back on track. We now have a active promotions committee, and we have a full executive board again. We had a full board as well, but that has recently changed. We have a design committee, and I have actually active economic vitality. We've been working with making a prospectus with the CIC. We've got that done. That's been very well received. If you haven't had a chance to read it, or you want a copy of it, just let me know. Let's see. Oh, and we're working on the gap analysis. I've been talking to Pete DeSalvo, I believe is his name. I'm awful with names. I apologize. And him and I have really been talking a lot about what he sees, maybe that we need downtown. And I'm trying to really, I think for a long time, we've kind of been known for the event people. I want us to be known for a little bit more than that at Main Street. So just bear with us. We're getting there. We do have a lot of events coming up. We do have the flashback dance on February 22nd. Really excited about that. We've added a couple things. We've added Best Dressed of the Decade contest, so we've added things like that. And we actually, this is exciting for me. Sorry, I got the DJ to agree to play 90s music this year. So that I think took maybe an act of Congress or so, but it's all right. And then we have something new that we're starting because we feel that there's a little bit of a disconnect sometimes from the smaller, maybe businesses and different services and the people, everybody not knowing what's going on. So we're calling it Connections on Main. It'll be held the second Tuesday of the last month in every quarter. So the next one is March 11th, to say that a little bit easier. And we're going to be holding it down at the, I believe it's Cambridge Fitness. And what we're going to do is invite different businesses each month in a rotation. It's free for them and free for people to attend, to come in and set up. And then we're also going to have a table there that talks about historic preservation, maybe some information on the tax credits, you know, the ordinances in town, things like that, to try to just kind of bring all of that together. So that's one of our new things that I'm pretty excited about. It's kind of slow moving, but we'll get there. We always get there. And then the other thing that we're working on is an Adopt-A-Block program. We're hoping to do a city's cleanup in, I shouldn't say a city, I'm going to say a street cleanup at the moment. We're only going to keep it to like Wheeling Avenue and the side streets for the first couple of rounds, see where it goes from there. And we want to do that twice a year, and then we want to do an Adopt-A-Block program. So we're still kind of working on some of those details, but that's kind of something that's in progress. That comes with our organization committee. So building those committees back to where they're supposed to be has been part of the process. As you guys know, the one thing that you always need more time, people, and resources in general. So we're getting there. But I work a lot better with questions. I think I've pretty much covered the basis of things that are coming right up in the near future. So what questions?
Anybody have any questions? No
Sounds like things are moving along.
questions?
They are, so thank you.
I would just like to say that's a lot of really good information, and I don't think anybody realizes how much the downtown Main Street does and they're involved in, not only in events, but businesses and things like that. And I will add one thing to what you said. We don't want to forget that the Flower Basket Drive is coming up here before long. We want to keep our downtown beautiful.
Yes, I actually meant to mention that, so thank you. And those letters I'll be sending those out this week. They're sitting on my desk right now. I just need to stamp them and send them out. And then also with that, Mayor Tom had mentioned earlier about Don Bishop. His family had also selected us to be a donation option in lieu of flowers. So there is a memorial fund set up for him. You can see that on our website too. So we've taken in quite a bit. There's been a lot of love set this way.
Excellent. Good job on that. I just want to say we are a big supporter financially, and they're also in our building. And that's been working really well. She's done an outstanding job, and I'm glad to see she's here tonight. There's a new energy going out into the summer and spring, so hope to see big things. Thank you.
Thanks, Carrie. Okay, next thing I have down is new business. We don't have any new business, right? No? Okay, then we're going to move on to ordinances and resolutions.
An ordinance issuing permit to Grace Pantry.
Mr. Laughlin?
Motion to suspend.
Tim?
I'll second the motion.
Roll call?
Evancho.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Motion to pass?
Johnny?
Second to pass?
Any discussion? Hearing none? Okay, we'll call for the vote.
Evancho.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
That motion is adopted.
An ordinance authorizing the administration to enter into collective bargaining agreement with AFSME Ohio Council 8, AFL-CIO, and AFSME Local 2316.
Tim?
Motion to suspend.
Johnny?
Second to suspend?
Roll call?
Evancho.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Steve?
Motion to pass.
Brian?
Second to pass.
Any discussion? No? Go ahead and call for the vote.
Evancho.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
That ordinance is declared adopted.
An ordinance authorizing the administration to advertise for bids and award the North Fifth Street Culvert Project.
Steve?
Motion to suspend.
Tim?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, roll call?
Mauer.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Evancho.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Brian?
Motion to pass.
Tommy?
Second to pass.
Any discussion on that? None? Okay, we'll go ahead and call for the vote.
McMillan.
Yes.
Evancho.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
That motion is declared adopted.
An ordinance authorizing the administration to advertise, bid, and award the lead service line replacement project.
Johnny?
Motion to suspend?
I'll second the motion to suspend.
Roll call?
Conaway.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Evancho.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Kim?
Motion to pass?
Brian?
Second to pass.
Any discussion? Okay, we'll go ahead and call for roll.
McMillan.
Yes.
Evancho.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
And that ordinance is declared adopted.
An ordinance authorizing the administration to apply for community development block grant flex funds for park bathroom.
Okay, Steve?
Motion to suspend?
Johnny?
Second to suspend?
Roll call?
Mauer.
Yes.
Evancho.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Okay, we'll
Motion to
just stop
pass.
now. Tommy? Yeah. And Brian?
Second to pass.
Any discussion? And then we'll go ahead and call for the
Laufman.
Yes.
Evancho.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
And that ordinance is declared adopted.
An ordinance of transfers and appropriations.
Okay. Tim?
Motion to suspend.
Steve?
Second the motion.
Okay, roll call?
Evancho.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Brian?
Motion to pass.
Tommy?
Second to pass.
All right, now we're getting somewhere. Any discussion? Okay, we'll go ahead and call for the vote.
Evancho.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Okay, and that ordinance is declared adopted.
I keep waiting for you to go into auctioneer mode.
Don't be that far.
An ordinance establishing salaries for all non-union city employees.
Okay, Tim?
Motion to suspend.
And Johnny?
Second to suspend?
Okay, roll call?
Evancho.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Steve?
Motion to pass?
Okay, Brian?
Second to pass.
Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and call for the vote.
Evancho.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Laufman.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Conaway.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
And that ordinance is declared adopted.
An ordinance approving the rezoning of 2088 North Avenue in the city of Cambridge and declaring an emergency.
And I think we have to carry that over.
Yes, that'll go on for second reading at the next meeting.
Second reading, okay. All right, well, if we don't have anything else, we'll go ahead and call miscellaneous.
Yes. I just need to clarify too, or is the city open next Monday? They're closed. So Finance Committee then will meet on Tuesday, February 18th at 4:30.
And the legislative.
City services will meet at 4:45 or thereafter finance.
And I need
And
to-
legislative is Mr. Zaleski, and he's not here, so it'll just follow city
Follow him.
services.
Okay, all right.
And I have something.
Yes,
Well, I just wanted to add more sad news in the city family. I have, I can't let it go. Was privileged to be part of the Citizens Police Academy, and I've been with the city for 40 years, and thought I knew all about what happens in the police department and all that stuff. But for most of you that have gone through it, you know that you learn way more than what you thought you knew. And Captain Ferguson's sitting back there, and he's the one that was in charge of the class when I took it, and he does a phenomenal job with that group. And my favorite night of the Citizens Police Academy is the canines, and they take us out to the city schools, and we get to see them in action. And it was then that it was confirmed in my mind that I never want to be on the other side of those dogs, because and they said, does anybody want to volunteer to get in the bite suit and take a bite? Oh, heck no. Not even in a suit, I'm not doing that. Well, today we lost one of our canines. Canine Breeze had to be put down. He was taken to Columbus, and they determined that he had cancer and that they weren't sure that the surgery was even going to do good. And if he had the surgery, it wouldn't be quality of life. And he was an amazing animal and served our community. And 9 years, he was one of our canines on our force. And so think about Officer Jared Eubanks, who was his partner, his handler, and say a prayer for him and his family. As you know, any of us that have had fur babies or whatever you want to call them, they're part of the family. And Breeze was very much part of the city family and the city police department, and an incredible animal. So I pray he rests in peace.
Thank you for that, Sharon. Anybody else have anything? Brian?
Yeah, thank you. So I just want to take a moment first to express my sincere gratitude and for the opportunity to serve City Council. It's always a privilege to come back up here. When I was appointed to this seat, I was committed to fulfilling the remainder of Donna Hill's term, and I remain dedicated to that commitment. However, after a recent exam and careful consideration, I've decided not to seek re-election. While I'm in good health now and fully engaged in my responsibilities here, I anticipate needing to address a personal health matter in the near future. I want to ensure that I can devote the necessary time to my rehabilitation while also leaving time for my family and business without the added demands of a campaign or another term. This decision was not made lightly, as serving the city has always been and always will be a privilege. I'm deeply appreciative of the support I have received from my colleagues, city staff, and the community. For the remainder of my term, I'll continue to give my best efforts to the city, and I look forward to staying involved in ways that support its continued success. So, thank you.
God bless you, Brian, and thank you for your service. So, Mr. Laughlin.
I just wanted to add one thing to what the mayor said earlier about the paper. I happened to see a copy of it this last time, and if you've seen over the years, sometimes, you know, when the newspaper did report, you weren't sure that they were in the same meeting we were in. It just really wasn't very informative. And that Guernsey newspaper, if you've seen it, I mean, it does the roll calls. It tells you everything. You may as well have been sitting in this audience. So it's very informative, and we are going to be very lucky to be able to get the word out. If enough people get this newspaper, they're going to be able to see exactly how city business is done, which is what they should want all along, but they'll actually get to see everything that goes on, and that will be a blessing. So.
Transparent. Yeah. Anybody else have anything on this? No? Okay, that's it. All right, Johnny.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Steve, second. Okay. We are adjourned.
Who made the motion? Who seconded?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's about it. It's very